What's up? What's up? What's up? Of course, it's me, your boy Richie Rich at Consumer Appliance Report. Shoot another awesome video, cause that's what we do. Man, what's up? What's up? What's up? You know, Consumer Appliance Report, we review appliances. Today we're gonna focus on, of course, and this is the functions and the features for the electric dryer slash gas dryer by LG. Alright, so we're going to dive into some of the functions and features, let you know exactly what can it do. So let's dive into that right now. Let's get it. Alright, so like we stated before, this is the electric dryer. Man, it comes in two colors. Alright, so you can actually get it in white. You can also get it in graphite steel as well. Alright, so they got good prices on here, so you want to check out the price portion of the video, man, to let you know how much it's going to cost. They do have some sales because of the holiday, so you want to check that out as well. Alright, so we're going to let the video continue to roll. Alright, so one of the things that we can focus on here is the control panel. Right, you see all the options there where it says sensor dry, HE, high efficiency, SmartThinQ. Alright, so that's the communication app that LG use on a lot of their smart appliances. Right, so we're going to get into that as well. Energy Star. Alright, that's another feature there. You have your power or smart diagnostics. Right, so you see that there as well. Alright, so we're going to dive into a lot of this stuff. This is just a control panel here that you can see. You have a sensing dry, manual dry. Alright, so there's a lot of options there. This is also a smart appliance. This is where you hold to start. Alright, so a lot of your extra functions, hold 3 seconds. You see up the top here where it tells you to do that as well. So some of these buttons have multiple functions that they can use and how they operate. Alright, so we're just going to let this video sit there. Dive into the owner's manual. So this is the LG owner's manual for the electric dryer slash gas. All right, depending on the model that you have. Always in the table of contents, man. Product view, features, safety instructions, product overview, installation and how the guys are supposed to come out and install the unit, smart functions, right, maintenance, troubleshooting, of course the warranty as well, and the operations. All right, so that's the key there. So that's where we're going to go into. Product features, it says easy to use, control panel, two-way access, reversible doors, so we're going to get into that. Flow sense, we're going to get into that, and of course the SmartThinQ as well. All right. Always safety instructions, man. Make sure you read the instructions before use. All right, danger, warnings, cautions, all these things are extremely important. All right, warning, risk of fire. All right, so stuff like that you want to make sure you get into as well. All right, so we're going to let this roll a little bit. Most of the stuff is for the installers. All right, so they'll be able to check that stuff out and know how to really install the appliance. Alright, so what page are we on the panel? Let's get into that. Page 35. So I'm gonna have to scroll real quick. Watch your face. Let's get into that, into the control panel. Alright, control panel. So we talked about a lot of the stuff already. The smart diagnostics, the power. On a sensing dry, you have normal, heavy duty, bedding, delicate, and permanent press. All right, so all those functions from permanent press on back are the sensing dry. You also have a manual dry. All right, so you have the speed dry. You also have air dry, right, where the heating element, we'll get into all that as well, doesn't come on and it just circulates and spins around and no heat. You have a downloaded cycle as well. All right, so that's some of the functions and features there. All right, we also have energy saver. So let me try to zoom into some of that a little bit. Energy saver, which is the star where it says extra functions, hold 3 seconds. You have your default on and off. You have an antibacterial, right? And you also have a remote start. You have a drum light, right? Where you turn on the drum light instead of opening the dryer and stopping it in the process. You have custom program and you have program saved. All right, you have your dry level. You have your temperature settings, high, medium, low, ultra. The dry level is very, more, normal, less, damp. Time dry. All right, so the time dry is another manual setting that you have there as well. You can run it for 60, 50, 40, 30, or even 20 minutes. All right, your signal, which you have high and low signal, or you can turn the signal off. You can add more time or less time. All right, this feature also has wrinkle care, or it doubles as a control lock button. You have your damp dry signal, or it's how you connect with Wi-Fi as well. All right, so that has multiple functions, multiple features. All right, the power on button, press to turn the dryer on, pressing again to turn the dryer off. All right, pressing the power button during a cycle will cancel the cycle and any load settings will be lost. Cycle, select the knob, turn the knob to select desired cycle. Once the desired cycle has been selected, the standard presets are shown in the display. On manual dry cycles, these settings can be adjusted during the cycle modifier buttons anytime before starting the cycle. Start/pause, it says press the button to start the selected cycle. If the dryer is running, use this button to pause the cycle without losing the current settings. All right, note, if you do not press the start/pause button to resume a cycle within 60 minutes, the dryer turns off automatically. All right, good function there. Cycle option buttons. It says these option buttons allow you to select additional cycle options. Certain buttons also allows you to activate special functions by pressing and holding the button for 3 seconds. All right, so you have your number 5, time status and display. The display showing the setting, estimate time, remaining options, and status messages for the dryer. More/less time buttons. It says use this button with the time dry and other manual dry cycles to adjust the drying time. Press the more time button to increase the selected manual cycles time by 1 minute. Press the less time button to decrease the cycle time by 1 minute. All right, cycle modifier buttons. It says use these buttons to select the desired cycle settings for the select cycle. The current settings are shown in the display. Press the button for that modifier to select other settings. All right, so that's cool there. All right, let's go into some of the options, and these are the options that you have. The heart, which is your custom program, right? It says if you have a special combination of settings that you use frequently, you can save these settings as a custom program. All right, so that's one of the benefits there as well. Great. Flow sense. All right, so that's the flow sense. Number 9, you have your clean filter. Number 10, you have number 11, where it shows you the dry or the cool, and of course 12 is the estimated time remaining. So let's dive into some of that. It says the flow sense duct blockage system sensing system indicator. The flow sense duct blockage sensing system detects and alerts you to blockage in the ductwork that reduces exhaust flow from the dryer. Maintaining a clean exhaust system improves operating efficiency and helps minimize service calls, saving you money. All right, always good for that. All right, so we can dive into that a little bit more as well. Clean filter reminder. It says the display will show clean filter when the dryer is turned on as a reminder to check the filter. It turns off when the start/pause button is pressed. All right, cycle completion indicated with check filter reminder. It says this portion of the display shows which stage of the drying cycle is currently underway. Dry/cool, and then of course you have up top estimated time remaining. It says the display shows the estimated time remaining for sensor dry cycles or the actual time remaining for the time dry or manual dry cycles. It says the cycle time on sensor dry cycles may fluctuate as the dryer recalculates drying time for more optimal results. Then of course number 13, you have your Wi-Fi indicator. When the appliance is connected to the internet through a home Wi-Fi network, this indicator appears. All right, so that's cool there. Let's go into that. Let's go into the dryer, man, operations, man, cycle guide. And that's one of the things that we love when we talk about a lot of these between the wash machine and the dryer. Default setting, allowable option. All right, so let's go into bedding. The fabric types. All right, so use this for beddings. It's just like your wash machine. When you're washing these comforters, pillows, and certain shirts, use the desired cycle for that. Be specific in what it is that you're washing so that the machine could act accordingly. All right, fabric type, we talked about it already. Dry level, normal, dry, adjustable. All right, temperature, medium. All right, you have more time, less time, antibacterial, wrinkle care, damp, dry, signal, energy, saver. Heavy duty, jeans, heavyweight items, normal, dry, adjustable. All right, temperature, high. Normal, work clothes, corduroys, etc. Normal, dry, adjustable, medium heat. So some of these are preset and some of them you can choose different options as well. So on here where it says heavy, that's something that we don't want to miss. You can choose the antibacterial, you can also choose wrinkle free, and you can also do the damp dry signal as well. All right, the normal, all 4 settings, right? You're talking about antibacterial, wrinkle, care, damp dry signal, and energy star when you're doing the normal clothes. Permanent press, synthetic items. All right, so that's normal, dry, adjustable, medium, stuff like that. You can do wrinkle care and damped. You got delicates for lingerie, sheets, blouses, speed dry, right, for small loads with short drying times. All right, that's adjustable there. All right, so you can adjust what's adjustable is the dry level, but the temperature is not adjustable on some of these. These are already preset. Speed dry for small loads with short drying times, right? That's adjustable. Air dry, of course, is for the items that require heat-free drying, such as plastics or rubber. All right, so no heat there as well. All right, so we get into a lot of these joints, man. So we're gonna keep rolling with operation sensor dry cycles. It says sensor dry cycles utilize LG's unique dual sensor system to detect and compare the moisture level in clothes and in the air and adjust the dryer time as needed to ensure superior results. The dryer automatically sets the dryness level and temperature at the recommended setting for each cycle. The estimated time remaining will be shown in the display. All right, so a lot of the great things about the sensing dryer is that the unit doesn't have to run for the whole entire time that the dryer is set for. All right, so if it's set for 60 minutes, there's a sensor that's at the front of the dryer. Every time your clothes spins, it hits on the sensor. So if the sensor senses that the moisture is out of the clothes, it doesn't need to run for the whole entire 60 minutes. So if it takes 30 minutes to dry all your clothes, then the dryer is going to shut off in 30 minutes rather than running the whole entire 60 minutes. And that's going to save you energy and it's going to save you time. All right, so that's the great thing about doing a lot of sensing cycles. But when you're doing sensing, of course, you don't really want to mix the products and your clothes and fabrics like that anyway, because each fabric is different. All right, so you put a small t-shirt with some jeans, right? So if you got a lot of t-shirts, one little jean and it keeps hitting on there, the t-shirts keeps hitting on the sensor, all right? Moisture's out, the jeans might not be done accordingly because the clothes that's hitting the sensor is lighter in fabric and dries a lot faster than the jeans would. So you don't really want to mix clothes when you're doing a lot of washing or even drying. All right, so think about that. It says to protect your garments, not every dryness level, temperature, or option is available with every cycle. See the cycle guide for details, and that's what we just did. Downloaded cycle. All right, so we've seen that on a lot of LG appliances, their wash machines, their dryers, dishwashers as well. It says if you download a cycle using the SmartThinQ application, it will be placed in the downloaded cycle option. Choose the downloaded cycle to run the downloaded cycle. All right, cool. Manual dries. All right, so this is your traditional dry setting. Use manual dry cycles to select a specific amount of drying time and drying temperature, so you can do that. Those are adjustable. When a manual dry cycle is selected, the estimated time remaining display shows the actual time remaining in your cycle. You can change the actual time in the cycle by pressing more time or less time. All right, so you can make that adjustment. Certified by NSF. All right, NSF International, formerly the National Sanitation Foundation, and that's one of the great things about appliances, man. The sanitary antibacterial cycles are amazing to use on a lot of these appliances. It says certifies that the antibacterial cycle reduces 99.9% of bacteria on laundry, and none of the bacteria will carry over onto the next laundry load. That's really good. The default setting for the antibacterial cycle are high temperature and very dry. These default settings cannot be changed. Do not use this cycle with delicate items or fabrics. All right, so that's cool there. Let's rock. All right, cycle setting and options. We're still on that cycle modifying buttons. Sensor dry cycles have preset settings that are selected automatically. All right, we talked about that. Manual dry cycles have default settings, but you may also customize the settings using the cycle modifier buttons. Press the button for that option to view and select other settings. Awesome there. Dry level. All right, this is selects the level of dryness of the cycle. Press the dry level button repeatedly to scroll through available settings. It says this option is only available with sensor dry cycles. The dryer will automatically adjust the cycle time. Selecting more dry or very dry will increase the cycle time, while less dry or damp dry will decrease the cycle time. All right, it says use a less dry or damp dry setting for items that you wish to iron. All right, so that's cool. All that makes you lift the difference in the dryness level and the temperature as well. Now this is adjust the temperature setting. This allows precise care of your fabrics and garment. Press the temperature button repeatedly to scroll through available settings. All right, time dry allows you to manually select the drying time from 20 to 60 minutes. In 10-minute increments, use this for small loads or to remove wrinkles. All right, so we talk about a lot of that. More and less dry. Use the more or less dry time. It says more time and less time. Use the more time and less time buttons to add or reduce the drying time of a manual dry cycle in 1-minute increments. All right, signal, press the signal option button repeatedly to change the volume. We talked about a lot of that stuff there. All right, the dryer features several additional cycle options to customize cycles to meet individual needs. Certain option buttons also feature a special function that can be activated by pressing and holding that option for 3 seconds. All right, so we talk about a lot of that as well. Adding cycle options to a cycle, it teaches you how to do that. Wrinkle care. It says selecting this option will tumble the load periodically for up to 3 hours after the cycle, after the selected cycle, or until the door is open. It says this is helpful in preventing wrinkles when you are unable to remove items from the drawer immediately. All right, so we got to think about that as well. Damp dry signal. It says with this option, the dryer will signal when the load is approximately 80% dry. This allows you to remove faster drying lightweight items or items that you would like to iron or hang while still slightly damped. All right, so we're gonna let that roll for a second and get into that. Special functions. All right, let's get into that. Some cycle options buttons also activate secondary functions. These special functions are marked with an asterisk. Press and hold the option button marked with the special functions to activate item. Of course, you got your drum light. The drum light equipped with a blue LED that illuminates when the dryer is turned on. This light automatically turns off when the door is closed and the cycle starts. To turn on the light during a cycle, press the drum light button. All right, so you understand that. It says the drum light will illuminate and then turn off automatically after 4 minutes. All right, keep that in mind. Special feature there. Control lock. This is this option to prevent unwanted use of the dryer or to keep cycle setting from being changed while the dryer is operating. Press and hold the button marked control lock for 3 seconds to activate or deactivate the control lock function. The control lock icon will be shown in the display and all controls will be displayed except the power button. All right, so that's one of the things that I've never really thought about. I know the control lock, you can lock it, especially if you like, you have kids that like pressing on buttons. You don't want them to press the buttons for safety reasons. That's what it's for. But I never looked at it as when the dryer is on, you can also lock the buttons as well, so that, you know, if you brush past it or you touch something, then it doesn't change anything and it doesn't start all the way over. All right, so that's a good thing to learn there. All right, so I could also recommend that as well. On set, control lock means active until it is manually deactive. Control lock must be turned off to run another cycle. To deactivate control lock, press and hold the control lock button for 3 seconds. Energy saver. All right, and this is on some models, but this is on the model that we have. It says this option helps reduce energy consumption in normal cycle depending on the load size. This is when the energy saver option is selected, the cycle begins with an air dry selection and the dryer time is increased. Note, the energy saver option is turned on by default in normal cycle. Turn off the energy star saver option for a faster normal cycle, which means with heated drying. All right, default on/off. This option allows the energy star saver to be changed to run a normal cycle without the energy saver option. Press and hold the energy saver button for 3 seconds. On and off appears in display. All right, so we have that. Custom program, we're talking about that a little bit. If you have a special combination of setting that you can use frequently, you can save these settings as a custom program, and it teaches you how to do that. I like reading your notes as well. It says you may save only one custom program at a time. Pressing and holding the custom program button will override any previous saved custom programs. That's corny. That's corny. Y'all gotta make that up. Y'all gotta do something better than that. Recalling a custom program, you can do that as well. Yeah, y'all gotta do better than that. All right, we talked about this, a smart appliance, smart functions, SmartThinQ application. Let's dive into that. The SmartThinQ application allows you to communicate with the appliance using a smartphone. Again, we talk about this, a smart appliance as well. All right, installing the SmartThinQ application, you can do that as well. SmartThinQ application features for appliances with the SmartThinQ or SmartThinQ logo. So either one of these is the same thing. One of the things is dryer cycle, remote start downloaded. Set or download any preferred cycles and operated by a remote control. Smart pairing, it says this function automatically select the best cycle and settings for the dryer based on usage information from the most recent completed wash cycle. All right, so again, that's why it's best sometimes if you're gonna upgrade, you upgrade both the wash machine and the dryer at the same time, because they, again, with the smart technology, they communicate with each other and let you know what the best cycle to choose. That's awesome. That's nice. Note, if the smart pairing function is enabled in the large ThinQ app, when you turn on the dryer after using the washer, the recommended dryer cycle is automatically set. To use this function, both the washer and the dryer must be connected to Wi-Fi. Venting tip, provide venting tips. All right, so that's, you have that there as far as smart diagnostics. So it provides venting tips. Smart diagnostics, this function provides useful information for diagnosing and solving issues with the appliance based on the pattern used. Energy monitoring. The dryer energy usage is affected by the cycles and options, so you may see more changes in energy usage from one cycle to another. Push alerts. When the cycle is completed or the appliance has problems, you have the option of receiving push notifications on your smartphone. See what I'm saying? Too smart. He's already getting all these emails from everywhere else. Now I got to get one for my dryer. Crazy. Settings, set the program nickname and delete product. All right, so you can do that as well. Note to verify the Wi-Fi connection, check the Wi-Fi icon on the control panel is lit. All right, so you have that. Remote start, we talked about that as well. You got the Wi-Fi information, so you can pause that, look at that as well. Remote start cycle, use a smartphone to control the appliance remotely or check to see how much time has left in the cycle. All right, note, once the remote start mode is enabled, you can start a cycle from your LG SmartThinQ smartphone application. If the cycle is not started, the machine will wait to start the cycle until it turns off remotely from the application or the remote start mode is disabled. All right, if the door is open, remote start is disabled. We understand that, because you can't start it with the door open. Disabling remote start. Disabling remote start. Let me get some more, man. I'm losing my voice. When the remote start is activated, press and hold the remote start button for 3 seconds. Download it. Download the new and special cycles that are not included in your basic cycles on the appliance. All right, so you have that option there. You can see that. You can read that as well. All right, smart functions, wireless LAN, model specifications, all that type of stuff. FCC RF radiation exposure statements. So you want to think about that. FCC notice for transmitting module content contained in this product. All right, open source software notice information. Again, remember, when you have a smart appliance dealing with Wi-Fi, excuse me, if you have it in the basement, it might be a little bit difficult for you to communicate back and forth remotely, so you want to consider that. If it's upstairs, you want to consider that as well. All right, so that's the thing about a lot of these appliances. You want to make sure that you have a strong Wi-Fi signal, just like your cell phone. All right, smart diagnosis function. This is what we talked about here as well. Should you experience any problems with the appliance, it has the capability of transmitting data via your telephone to the LG Customer Information Center. So you have that there. So it teaches you how to do that. Contact LG, they'll be able to help you over the phone, how to communicate, or how that will help them communicate with your appliance over the phone. So it teaches you how to do that, and they can walk you through it as well. All right, so SmartThinQ, smart diagnostics, all that there, everything that you'll need for this appliance. Smart diagnostics notes, I like reading the notes, cannot be activated unless the appliance can be turned on using the power button. If the appliance cannot be turned on, troubleshooting must be done without using smart diagnostics. For best results, do not move the phone while the tones are being transmitted. So that's what it is. You're going to be transmitted, and you put your phone where the smart diagnostic logo is, and it communicate with it. If the call center agent is not able to get an accurate recording of the data, you may be asked to try again. The smart diagnostic function depends on the local call quality. All right, bad call quality might result in poor data transmission from your phone to the call center, which could cause smart diagnostics to malfunction. All right, so a little stuff there as well. All right, so we're going to dive into the video, man. Let that joint roll. So we basically went through a lot of the functions, a lot of the features. You can see that as well. A lot of the stuff, the sensing, the manual. So now we're going to focus on the door. EasyLoad door. So you can see the door, how you don't have to open it from either side. You can see that. We like that. So we're going to pause it there so we can dive into that real quick. And that's on page 34, talking about the door. And that's one of the things we like about this appliance. Using the LG EasyLoad. All right, so it says swing door. Using the swing door when unloading or when loading bulkier items for easier access to the drum. To open the swing door, grasp the top of the door on the side opposite the hinge and pull. Note, make sure the hamper door release is completely closed before using the swing door. All right, so you have the swing door or you have the hamper door. All right, let's go into the hamper door. And this is on some models. It's not on every model, but it's on the model that we shot the video with. It says using the hamper door when loading, the hamper door opens about 40 degrees and act as a chute to help guide items into the drum and help prevent items from falling onto the floor. That's like shooting a basket with your clothes in there. Yeah, I can get used to that. It said it also comes in handy when unloading a few small items, helping prevent the rest of the laundry from being pulled onto the floor. All right, it says to open the hamper door, press the release on the top of the door and pull the door forward. Make sure laundry is fully inserted in the drum before closing the door. Note, make sure the swing door latch is completely closed before pressing the hamper door release. All right, so you want to be able to do that. All right, warning, do not press the 3 interlock buttons when the door is open. The door may fall off and cause serious damage. All right, do not place heavy items or lean against the top of the door when it is open. The dryer could tip forward, causing injury or property damage. All right, do not attempt to pull on the hamper door more than 40 degrees. Be careful when opening and closing the door. Fingers and hands can be caught in the door and cause injury if the door drops forward unexpectedly. All right, so we can go back to the video for real. So that's what it is right there, man. So I'm hoping I can go back a little bit on the video so you can see it. All right, so that's where the lever is, where my hand is. All right, so let that rock for a second. So where my hand is right there, you'll be able to press that. You got to press that lever to activate the hamper door. All right, so pretty straightforward. I should have took a picture of that, but either way, it is what it is. You go to your local store. Of course, we got the lint filter there as well, right inside the dryer. It says insert filter before use. You want to make sure you clean that as well. I'm gonna jump to a couple of stuff. We're gonna talk about the filter there as well. Installation ducts and duct check. All right, so this is for the installers, but we're gonna go directly where it says the flow bars. Right, we're gonna do that, and that's what we're gonna rock. It says checking the display for results. It says during the test cycle, monitor the flow sense display on the control panel. If no bars are displayed when the cycle ends, the exhaust system is adequate. If the exhaust system is severely restricted, the display will show you 4 bars. Other problems may also be shown with error codes. See the chart below for error code details and solutions. All right, so of course, no bars, okay. 4 bars restricted. That's telling you that your duct or your vent is restricted. All right, so that's the benefit of having a smart appliance like this. It will let you know, because one of the most common issues for house fires is dryers, because they're clogged up. The dryer's overheating. You got to run the dryer 3 to 4 times to get one load finished. You don't want to do that because your dryer is overheating when you're using it that much. All right, so we talk about the 4 bars indicates the that the exhaust system is severely restricted. Have the system checked immediately as performance will be poor. Our end of cycle, at the end of test cycle, end will display the test cycle will end that the dryer will shut off automatically after a short display. All right, so you do have test cycles and different codes. We're not going to really get into that, but this is something that's in the owner's manual. You can get into, you can talk about. All right, so you have these different codes with the different sensors, stuff like that that you want to get into. You can do that as well. All right, so all that is going to be in the description box. And restricted or blocked airflow, telling you what's best, right? How to really check the duct condition and all that type of stuff as well. All right, so the installers should know a lot of that stuff there to make sure that it's operating properly. Operation using the dryer, clean the lint filter. It says the lint filter has not already been cleaned. Lift out the filter, remove the lint from the last load. This will help ensure the fastest and most efficient drying performance. Make sure to reinstall the filter, pressing down until it clicks firmly into place. The dryer will not operate without the lint filter in place. All right, so you want to think about that as well. All right, that's awesome. Load the dryer with the wet laundry from the washer. If the load is extra large, you may need to divide it into smaller loads for proper performance and fabric care. Turn on the dryer, we talked about that. Select the settings, all that stuff right there. Begin the cycle, and of course end cycle as well. All right, so that's pretty cool. Check the lint filter before every load. All right, so we can get into that because that's a big issue. Always make sure the lint filter is clean before starting a new load. A clogged lint will increase drying times. All right, remember that. To clean, pull the lint filter straight up. Roll any lint off the filter with your fingers. Do not rinse or wash the filter to remove lint. All right, it says push the lint filter firmly back into place. See regular cleaning for your information. So we can check into that a little bit. Always ensure the lint filter is properly installed before running the dryer. Running the dryer with a loose or missing lint filter will damage the drying articles in the dryer. All right, group similar items for best results. Sort clothes into loads that can be dried with the same drying cycle. See what I'm saying? Different fabrics have different care requirements, and some fabrics will dry more quickly than others. Some best fabrics are results. For best fabric care results, always dry fabrics with similar care requirements together. See, same thing I've been saying the whole time. All right, it's not good to mix clothes with these new dryers nowadays. All right, sorting loads, fabric care, stuff like that. You can get into all these notes, all this different stuff. Fabric care labels, tumble, dry, normal, permanent, gentle, heating, all that stuff. Loading tips, combine large and small items in the same load. Damp clothes will expand as they dry. Do not overload the dryer. Clothes require room to tumble and dry properly. Close zippers, hooks, and drawstrings to prevent these items from snagging, or tangling other clothes. Makes sense. All right, so we want to let this joint rock, man. See what we got. Let this joint keep going. All right, so now you have your conventional door. How to open the door there. Pretty simple there. All right, now we're inside the drum, 7.3 cubic feet. All right, so we like that. Like I said, we'll let you know in the parts portion of the video about the drum, because they have issues with the drum cracking anyway. All right, so we're just about finished, man. Wrapping up this video. This is the functions and the features for the LG dryer. You can get it in gas, you can get it in electric, however it is that you want to get it, man. Of course, you already know it's me, your boy Richie Rich, and we out of here. Peace. All right, so for this portion of the video, we're going to focus on the price. How much it's going to cost you. Might cost you a little, might cost you a lot. Either way, it's going to cost you, man. So right now we're on the Home Depot site looking at this LG dryer, 7.3 cubic feet, and we're looking at the graphite steel. All right, and that's the color and the finish, and we're looking at the electric. So right now you're looking at an original price at $1049, saving you $301, which is 29% according to the Home Depot website. They have a special buy right now at and you're paying $748. All right, and this is for the electric and the graphite steel. All right, so always good, like we stress in all our videos, some of the best time to get appliances is right now, especially with the upcoming holidays. Thanksgiving, we already passed that. Christmas is coming up, and the New Year. So sometimes they will give you a couple extra dollars off just so that you can purchase the appliance or whatever, and it goes back up. So you want to keep that in mind. A lot of these sales don't last forever. So if you can get a decent sale, I suggest you grab it. All right, let's dive into the gas dryer. So the gas dryer went up about $100. You're looking at $848, right? Original price is $1149. Yes, a dryer could be $1,100, $1,200. They're saving you $301, which is 26%. All right, so when we're looking at this video, you're going to see the difference in the price between gas and electric, depending on which one you need. Of course, that's how much you'll pay. But again, they got the special buy of $848. So let's dive into the white a little bit. See what the white is. So the white in gas, the gas dryer, you're looking at $848. All right, originally $1049, saving you 19%, which is $201. All right, and that's one of the things that we always mention. Price is always subject to change. All right, so you got to think about that as well. When we shoot these videos, the price might be one way. By the time you look at it or you go out in the store, check it out online, it might be a little bit more expensive. All right, so you want to keep that in mind as well. All right, so let's look at the electric. It should be less. All right, so you're looking at $748. All right, originally $949 for the white, saving you 21%, which is $201. All right, they have all, from I guess looking in different areas, you might get up to a certain rebate as well. So you want to consider that when you're looking at these appliances. Try to get as much off as possible so that it won't be as expensive to you. All right, so let's go to the next side. We're gonna go to Lowe's. Let's see what Lowe's is doing. Okay, Lowe's got the graphite steel. That's an electric for $749. Originally $1049. So a lot of the prices are somewhat similar. Not much difference off, but just the discount is a little bit different. They're saving you $300 on this one. Sale ends December the 1st. All right, so that's cool there. And then it says plus up to $1,150 in rebates. All right, so you might want to dive into that and check that out. Let's look at the gas. Graphite steel, $849. All right, still saving you about $300. Originally it is $1149. Sales ends December the 1st. All right, but right now in my local area, or it's saying that it is out of stock. All right, so that's just a gas one. You might have to look somewhere else. Let's go for the white. Let's see what the white is. White, they do have the white. Let me see, did the white change? Yeah, there you go. $849. All right, so that's for the white. All right, finish. We talked about this already. White gas $849. So that's the price that you're gonna spend there. Difference, of course, if it's electric, is $749. Saving yourself $100. Originally $949, and all that stuff there. So again, you can see the price here. You can see how much it is, depending on the gas or electric, and depends on availability as well. So you do want to check into that. All right, let's dive into the last site. Last one we normally use is Best Buy for the graphite. This looks like it's electric, so you're looking at $749.99. all right, so originally was $1049. So like we stated, all the prices are the same, ain't really much difference there, but a little bit. The savings is just about the same as well. So it's not like you can say, well, let me go to this store and get price matching. It's just about the same, really. All right, so let's look at the white. You're looking at $749. all right, so was $949, saving yourself $200. And again, this is the electric version to this, so we're gonna dive into the gas a little bit to see how much it is. All right, so the gas is just about the same, $849, right? Just about the same. All the other sites that we checked out, $100 difference in the price. All right, was $1049 for the white. You're saving yourself $200. All right, so you want to keep that in mind. Let's see what the graphite steel look like. Same price, $849.99, and this is the gas. It was $1149.99 originally, saving yourself $300. All right, so just look like that's how much it's gonna be, right? Roughly, with the sale, you're talking about from $800, I would say, to about $1,000, right? So originally it's about $1,100. So it all depends on how much you're gonna pay for this unit. So we'll say this unit right now with the sale is from $800 to $1,100, and I know that's pretty broad, but it all depends on where you get it from and if you catch the sale. All right, of course, I'm your boy, man. We out of here dissecting this joint, man. I'm out. Peace. Alright, so for this portion of the video, we're going to focus on the warranty, the manufacturer warranty. Alright, so let's dive into the warranty here, man. We're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. We're using the Home Depot website, and let's see what the warranty is on this dryer, man. Alright, so it says Warranty USA Arbitration Notice. It says this limited warranty contains an arbitration provision that requires you and LG to resolve dispute by binding arbitration instead of in court, unless you choose to opt out. In arbitration, class actions and jury trials are not permitted. Please see the section titled Procedure for Resolving Disputes below. It says, should your LG dryer product fail due to a defect in materials and workmanship under normal home use during the warranty period set forth below, LG will at its option repair or replace the product. It says this limited warranty is valid only to the original retail purchaser of the product and applies only when purchased and used within the United States, including U.S. territories. Proof of original retail purchase is required to obtain warranty service under this limited warranty. Alright, so let's look at the warranty period. Man, of course you have your 1 year standard warranty, right? 1 year from date of original purchase. Scope of warranty, parts and labor. So let's look what it says here. How service is handled. LG will provide parts and labor to repair or replace defective parts. It also has a 10-year warranty as well. On the dryer drum, it says parts only. Customer will be responsible for any labor or in-home service to replace defective parts. All right, so one of the things that I do know about this LG or LG dryers or even the Samsung ones, the tub over time can crack. So this is a good warranty. So if the tub was to break, we'll tell you exactly how much the parts is for that when we get into the parts portion of the video. Just let you know how much you're saving. But that's really a common issue that normally goes well with that or breaks on the actual LG dryer that I've noticed over the years. So you are getting your money's worth when you're getting the 10-year warranty on that as well. Alright, it says replacement products and parts are warranted for the remaining portion of the original warranty period or 90 days with your average greater. Replacement products and parts may be new or remanufactured. All right, so you got to think about that. The parts do not have to be new. All right, replacement products and parts may be new or remanufactured. So even though you're spending your money and you want new parts, it doesn't necessarily have to have new parts in it to fix it, as long as it works. All right, so you have to think about that. All right, so this warranty is lewd of any other warranty, express or implied, include without limitation any warranty or merchantability or fitness for a particular purpose. To the extent any implied warranty is required by law, it is limited in duration to the express warranty period above. Neither the manufacturer nor its U.S. distributor shall be liable for any incidental, consequential, indirect, special or punitive damages of any nature, including without limitation, lost revenues or profits, or any other damage, whether based in contract, tort, or otherwise. All right. Some states do not allow the exclusion or limitation of incidental or consequential damages or limitations on how long an implied warranty lasts. So the above exclusion or limitation may not apply to you. This warranty gives you the specific legal rights, and you may also have other rights that vary from state to state. All right, so keep that in mind. Limited warranty does not cover, all right, so stuff like that. Service trip to deliver, pick up, or install, repair the product. Instructions to the customer, we talk about a lot. Failure of product performed during power failures and interruptions. All right, damage caused by leaking or broken water pipes, frozen water pipes, restricted drains, inadequate or interrupted water supply, damage resulting from operating the product in a corrosion atmosphere, damage to the product caused by accidents, pests and vermin, lightning, wind, damage or failure caused by unauthorized modification, altercation, stuff like that. So you can pause that, get into that, all that types of stuff, man, to let you know what's covered and what's not. I suggest you actually take the time, watch the video, check this stuff out so that you can be informed. And that's the best thing. That's the best thing, is to know exactly what you're purchasing, what the manufacturer recommends, what they cover, what they don't cover. You want to make sure you do that, man, because you want to make sure that you understand what you're supposed to do as a customer and what's their job as manufacturers for their product, what their job is as far as what they cover and stuff like that as well. All right, so it's going to help you out a lot. All right, it says filters clogged, not heating, long dry time. Right, so they're telling you different things that you can actually do. Clean the lint so that you can wash it off there. Right, you want to be careful because it's mesh, but you can definitely clean that. Duct is clogged, not heating, long dry, stuff like that. Clean the hood and duct. So it's telling you to do that as well. We'll tell you exactly you know, all the stuff that you need to do as far as that as well. Excessive duct length, right? So you want to think about that. Improper connected power cord. Gas valve is not turned on. So there's so many issues that you can deal with here. Door reversal, so you can reverse the door. That's a benefit there, and it instruct you how to do that. So we go into that in the functions and features as well. All right, this is the cost of repair or replacement under these excluded circumstances shall be borne by the customer. So you have all the information at the bottom, how to get in contact with LG, mailing address, phone numbers, website, and all that stuff that you can get in contact with them. All right, and of course, we're just wrapping it up, man. So again, if you want to pause it, go into this, you can see that. All right, so I just want to make sure that you have the ability to do so. All right, so just take my time so you guys can have all the information you need. All right, so we just about finished, man. So we wrapping this joint up, man, talking about the LG warranty, man, for this electric / gas dryer. All right, depending on which one you need, but we diving in, man. We getting it in the lab. We out of here. Peace. All right, so this portion of the video, we're going to be talking about the parts, man. Cost per repair. How much it's going to cost you to repair this appliance, which is the LG dryer, right? What are some of the common issues that normally goes bad? What parts are covered under the manufacturer warranty? All right, so we're going to dissect all of that in this portion of the video. All right, so this, of course, again, is the parts video. We got 100 parts to look at for this LG dryer, so we're going to dive into that real quick. All right, so we can actually start off with the drum and motor assembly. All right, drum for the dryer, we get into that, but we know that's covered for 10 years, just the part. You have that in this. You have the baffles. You also have the lint. You have the motor. You have the heating element as well. So these are a lot of the common issues that normally goes bad. Your heating element, your drum, your thermal fuses, motor, stuff like that. So we're gonna dive into this. So let's look at it. Your panel control, right? Your control panel on here. Yeah, it's not the panel control on here, but either way, we'll let it rock. If you need your panel control, your display board, you're looking at $239.94, depending on the color that you might need for this unit. It's not a common issue that they go bad, but it can. But if you happen to need that, you're looking at $239.94. All right, you have also a panel assembly in the front, $222. So it all depends on the color. If it's white or graphite steel, it's going to cost you a little bit more. All right, the dry electronic control board. All right, control boards normally go bad. It's a common issue for all control boards. You're looking at $204.54. All right, so that's pretty cool there. All right, so we like that. That's not that bad, but if you happen to need it, let's say part is $300. Labor, for example, I forget that is $150. So you're looking at roughly about 350 bucks. All right, so let's let that rock. Decon panel, not worrying about that. This is the front panel here, right? If you happen to need that, not a common issue, but if it's the fabric or the color is coming off of it, right? So touch-up paint, cosmetic use, they don't normally break like that, but if you happen to need that, you're looking at $109.48. All right, not a common issue there. So let's get into this joint, let this joint rock real quick. All right, so let's get it, see what else we got. Front panel, Door, not an issue, but it's $227.16. Door dryer catch might be an issue, but that's $14.99. All right, but I don't think that's really an issue there. The door switch is an issue, common issue that normally goes bad on any dryer. You're looking at $29.99. So if the part was 50 bucks, labor $150, you're talking about $200. All right. Let's see what else. The door assembly, if you need the whole door, $470.19. Not a common issue, but if you happen to need a door, man, that's how much you're gonna spend for that joint. All right. They go to the other side of the door. If you need a new door, $470. So let's say that part is about 550 bucks, because that's how much we're gonna put on that joint. Labor $150. You talking about $700 to replace the door. All right, if you happen to need a new door. And just being honest, man, that's what you're gonna spend for this joint. All right, so just keep that in mind. But again, the door doesn't go bad like that. They don't break that often. All right, so you shouldn't have that issue. You have your door latch. See, these individual parts might break. Door hinges, $38.99. So you'll replace the door hinges rather than the whole entire door. $27.47. Like, look at these cheap prices for door hinges, $19.65. So again, unless the glass is broken and you need a whole door, that's a different story. But a lot of the times the glass do not break. All right. Supporter hinge, common issue where the door doesn't close properly, $56.24. You're talking about $100. Parts, labor $150. You're talking about $250. All right, handle, if you need a handle, $83.45. All right, so that's what you are, where you spend for that. If you need a handle, $100 for the part, labor $150. You're talking about $250. All right, dryer door inner frame, $222.76 if you happen to need that. All right, so that's cheaper than buying the whole entire door. So unless the tech just want to make it easier for himself and just order the whole door, fine. If not, you know, you can get it piece by piece and it's a lot cheaper that way. All right, so $300 for the door, inner frame, labor $150. You're talking about 450 bucks. All right, so that's saving you a lot more money there. Dryer door seal, if you need it, $16.59. Right, not a common issue, but it can happen. I don't replace door seals like that at all for them. So let's see what else they might have. Door hinges, legs, dryer rack. You can, you know, $32.99. You can buy that yourself, not a big deal. Heating element assembly, common issue on any dryer, man. Heating element goes up. The thermostat goes up on it as well, but normally the tech will probably order the whole entire thing. So the part for the dryer, you're looking at $200 for the dryer, labor, I say for the dryer. For the heating element, $200 for the heating element, $150 labor. You're talking about $350 to replace this heating element. All right, common issue. There you go with the thermostats. Common issue that goes bad, but like I said, the heating element comes with brand new thermostats and heating element. So the tech, if he has that on the truck, he's gonna put that in rather than put the thermostats in. I'm just gonna keep it 100. All right, easier. Drum does have a 10-year warranty, so they're saving you at least $200 something. All right, so if you need that, the labor you'll pay for that is $150, and that's it. The part will be covered for the 10 years. All right, and it is a common issue. All right, baffles. Baffles do over time wear off where the screw separates, but normally the screw is inserted or it falls inside the dryer and the baffle is just hanging out. So all you got to do is just reinsert the screws back into the baffle and you're perfectly fine. All right, but if you happen to need one, $23.99. Dryer drum belt, $21.99. Of course, that's common. All right, your belt breaks, so $50 for the belt. Labor $150. You're talking about $200 to replace your belt. Yes, $200 to replace that belt. Dryer drum seal, rare. If the seal is coming off, you can order that, replace that. Pretty common issue over time from just spinning. The seal wears out, $32.99. Again, $50 for that part. Labor $150. Talking about $200 just for that seal. Yes, $200. Dryer front bulkhead, not a common issue. Not a common issue. Dryer exhaust duct, not a common issue. It's metal. They don't really break like that and they don't rust. Common issue though, the drum wheels. Pretty common issue. All right, because over time the washing machine spins, it wears down and they tend to break, fall off, and washing machine making a lot of noise when it's spinning. That's a common issue there. So that prevents it from heating up properly because of the rotation in the dryer. So you're looking at for one, the assembly, $40.99, or just the wheel, $14.99. So it all depends on which one the technician used. So let's say you're using the assembly. You're talking about at least 60 bucks. I'll say $70, right, for that part. Labor, $150. You're talking about 220 bucks. All right, 70, yeah, 70, yep, 220 bucks. All right, then you got one for $14.99, so he might charge you 50 for one, right, or 35 for one. Labor, 50, 185. So like I said, about $200 just for that little drum roller. That's 14 bucks. It is what it is. Filter, screen, again, you can order this yourself if you need that. Simple stuff. Dryer, lint, screen, grill, all that stuff there. All right, so moisture sensor harness, if you happen to need that, not a common issue. Blower wheel, if you need that, common issue, right? If you replace the motor on this one, normally we don't replace the blower wheel on the LG because it's screwed on, right? So you just have to remove the screw and remove the blower wheel. If you happen to need it though, it's $50.99. So you're talking about $100 for that part. Labor, $150, 250 bucks. All right, if you happen to need that. Housing, blower housing, not a common issue. Dryer, blower thermostat, not a common issue. Dryer thermostat here, not a common issue. But if you happen to need it, you see how cheap these parts are. Motor, $239.94. Like I said, you normally will replace the blower and the motor at the same time. But to be honest with you, man, it doesn't. You don't really need to do that on this particular dryer. That's the benefit of the LG units, because it's screwed on and you just remove the screw that supports it. But if you need the dryer drive motor, you're looking at $300 for that motor. Labor, $150. You're talking about at least 450 bucks to replace that. Common issue, right? Idler pulley, man, this is a real common issue, right? This is up there with like top 1 or 2 issues with your dryer. Heating element, drum rollers, and this is up there. They all up there. You're talking about $36.99. All right, if you just need the pulley itself and not the assembly, $15.99, $36.99. But we normally replace the assembly because that's what we have. So you're talking about at least $50 for that part. Labor, you're talking about $150, at least $200 to replace that. All right, so that's cool there. All right, so we're just about done, man. Well, not done. We're done with this portion of it. So you see a lot of the common issues that normally goes bad. Let's dive into the rest of this joint. Panel, control panel, all that stuff here. Control board. I think we went through most of the stuff already anyway, but you're going to see it again. There you go there. Right, that's up top, PCB, if you need that. So we went through most of that stuff there already, so we don't need to go through that. All right, so yeah, so actually we might have went through all the parts the way this is set up, because it's not really changing. So let's see. Yeah, so we went through most of the stuff already. So that's it, really. Okay, so we went through all the parts, all the functions, all the features on this unit. Just want to make sure I don't want to rush anything so that we can hurry up and jump off. So yeah, we went through all the parts. All right, so all the parts that we went through. So yeah, this is it, man, as far as the parts portion of the video. Of course, we're talking about how much it's going to cost you per repair. We'll give you the total when we're finishing up this joint to give you our overall review. We out of here, man. Peace. All right, so now we're going to shoot our overall review to let you know exactly how we feel about this 7.3 ultra large graphite steel smart electric dryer by LG. First thing we're going to talk about is the warranty. Warranty, the manufacturer warranty. All right, so as far as the warranty, let me get my notes. You're getting a 1-year manufacturer warranty, both parts and labor. You're also getting a 10-year warranty for the dryer drum, not the labor, but the part only, which is going to save you about an average or a minimum of $200. All right, so as far as the warranty that you're getting by LG, we really like this joint. So you're talking about a warranty grade of a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. All right, let's talk about price. How much it's going to cost you? Might cost you a little, might cost you a lot. Either way, it's going to cost you. Man, you're talking about a price for an electric dryer, depending on the graphite steel. You're looking at right now at $748. For the gas and the graphite steel, you're looking at $848. And original price For the graphite, you're looking at $11.49, so you're saving at least 300 bucks. For the white, an average for the gas, you're looking at $8.48 as well. And for the electric, right about the same price at $7.49, just a little bit off depending on the color. Original price, you're looking at $10.49. So right now, man, you're looking at this appliance that's normally around 1,200 bucks, right? That's probably factoring taxes and everything else. All right, whether you get it in a white or the graphite steel, you're saving about 300 bucks right now. So as far as the price for this joint, we really love this. So we're gonna give it a really high grade of a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, cinco. All right, let's talk about the parts. Man, how much it's gonna cost you? Cost per repair. So some of the common issues that normally goes bad on any dryer, you're looking at your heating element, you're looking at your drum rollers that rotates the drum, you're looking at the dryer belt that tends to break, your motor shorted, your idler pulley that the drum sits on. So we're just gonna go over some of the prices that we have here and give you the average cost per repair. Normally when we give you the price is a combination of the parts, which is with a slight markup, and our labor, which is $150 for this example. So if you're talking about replacing the control board, you're looking at least $450, both parts and labor, the minimum. Door switch, right? You're talking about $200 for that. Your door assembly, all right? That's the whole entire door. With all the hinges, you're talking about $700 if you happen to need it. But normally the doors don't really go bad, and you can get it piece by piece, which is going to be a lot cheaper than ordering the whole entire assembly. You got door hinges and your door handle. Average price for each one of those, you're looking at 250 bucks. Your heating element, you're talking about 350. Dryer drum, 200. Dryer belt, you're looking at about 200 bucks. The drum rollers, on this particular dryer, it has about 4 of those, so it's like $70 a piece. But if you happen to need one, it's like 220 bucks. Your motor, which is a common issue, that tend to short out, you're talking about 450 bucks. And your idler pulley, you're looking at 200 bucks. So when we add all the prices that we did in our example, you're looking at an average price at $285. All right, so we really like the price on that. It's not that expensive. I know this appliance right now, you can get it for a really affordable price, but it is a decent average on how much stuff is gonna be. LG parts, one of the great things about their parts is a lot of their parts are not that expensive. All right, if you're talking about control, that could be expensive. If you're talking about a motor, that could be expensive as well. So you got to think about that. But as far as the parts grade, we're going to really give it a really good grade. I'm going to give it about a 4. All right, it's above average, so we really like it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's talk about the functions and features. Man, our favorite part when we do these appliances, man. So let's dive into this real quick. All right, so this particular dryer has a sensor dry cycle that you can use if you want to do sensing dry to save a lot of energy. You also have a manual dryer as well if you're used to just setting your dryer on a certain time and allow it to just run for that particular time. It has that as well. We talked about LG appliances having a lot of the downloaded cycles, so you can get an extra additional cycles that does not come with the appliance. All right, so you can actually download additional cycles as well, so we really like that. It is a smart appliance, so you can remote start it. All right, you can connect it to your Wi-Fi. So that's some of the things that we can talk about there that we really like with the appliance because of the smartness of it. You also get push alerts. All right, so it's like notifications on your phone, communicating with the ThinQ app that LG provides. We really love that. It has smart diagnostics as well, so they'll be able to help you over the phone just by putting your phone right next to the diagnostic symbol on the dryer, and it communicates with the representative on the other line through LG. Tough, we really like that. It also comes with smart pairing, so if you happen to get the washer and the dryer at the same time, what happens here is that the wash machine can communicate with the dryer to let you know what's the best cycle to use after your clothes has been washed. Awesome. All right, so we love that. Custom programming as well, you have that. It also have an antibacterial function that kills 99.9% of germs. All right, so we like that. All right, that's pretty slick. You're talking about wrinkle care. All right, so when you're dealing with wrinkle care, preventing your clothes from wrinkling, it allows the machine to run up to about 3 hours after the cycle is finished. So it just keeps tumbling so that your clothes won't wrinkle up. We talked about energy saving as well. You have that cycle. We love the door that it has. So you have a hamper door, or you have your traditional swing door that opens, depending on how you want to open it. Really tough there. I really like that. Then of course it has the flow sense, which is something that we love on the LG appliances. It allows the machine to let you know how clogged your vent is. So if there's no bars, of course that means it's fine. But if you get up to 4 bars on the flow chart, it's telling you that your dryer is restricted. So you want to make sure you take care of that and have a professional come out. So as far as the overall grade with everything that comes with this appliance, man, we're going to give it a 5. You already know we love it. We love it. We love it. So that is a 5. Wow. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Cinco. It's a cinco. I almost call it quattro. Either way, that's why I do it so I won't forget. All right, so let's run over this real quick. Warranty 4. Price 5, parts 4, functions and features 5. You're looking at an overall grade of 18 divided by 4. Man, you're looking at a 4.5. So you can say this is the highest rated dryer we have on the market. So we're gonna go out there and say yes, 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 yes. We would recommend this appliance, man. It's getting a 4.5. And you're getting it for a reasonable price. Jump on the joint if you want to buy it. But you already know who I am. I'm your boy Richie Rich at Consumer Appliance Support. You help me, I help you, we both help each other. Till next time, I am out of here, man. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.